Hello and welcome to Rolling with Reviews. I'm Will, and with me as always is the very portable player herself,
Sarah.
And today we're doing a review of Pocket Master Builder. Sarah, tell us a bit about this game.
All right, in Pocket Master Builder, players play cards to the kingdom area, placing workers on the edges of the cards to collect resources, and then may use resources to construct a building, which gains them a benefit. The game ends when one player has built 6 buildings, and the player with the highest score wins. All right, Will, so why did we get this?
So this was a random recommendation that you...
I cannot remember who or where I heard about this, but somebody said something that was positive about it, and I remembered that.
Yeah, so that stuck in your memory. So when you came to a Cool Stuff order and needed to get over the 100, threw this one in.
I threw it on because it was so inexpensive. I was like, let's give it a shot.
Yes.
So what do we like about the game?
This is a big, giant game in a tiny little package.
Yeah.
There's a lot of gaming to be done in here, and a lot to consider.
Right, and just mad respect for just trying this. It's got some solid design behind it.
Yes, and everything does feel balanced in terms of where all the points are, how things give and take in terms of getting stuff done, and the amount of time it takes to actually fulfill the entire game.
Yeah, this is a heavy but small game. I mean, portable size-wise, but when it's out on the table, ooh, it takes up table space.
Yes.
And I would like to say that I did appreciate that it was inexpensive to try.
Yes.
That was also really nice nice price point to give it a shot.
Yep.
What we don't like about the game, the cognitive overload.
Yeah, so like we said, there is a lot to be said about the game. And because it's in such a small box, the rules aren't extensive in terms of explaining everything. Plus, I think there's a translation
Right, this is definitely,
barrier.
this is definitely translated rules that did not get much of a review from a native English speaker, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Because there are some very awkward phrasings and just things missing. The gold cards are not explained at all in the rules.
Right. And which is really sad because the gold cards have nothing but icons.
Right.
And so therefore it sort of teaches you how they've constructed a language using icons, but then they went and had the advanced version of that and didn't teach that course.
Bring your own Rosetta Stone.
Yeah, it's make your own interpretations.
Right.
BGG does have a number of questions going up with answers to a lot of the gold cards.
But it's all, as far as I can understand it though, it's just fans trying to figure it out. I'm not sure that the designer is actually active on there.
I thought there was one where the designer actually did answer a question.
That's good. I'm not remembering very well.
Yeah.
The other thing is just parsing all the information about this game because it spreads out so much and you've only got cubes. You've got cubes to identify your workers and which buildings you've built. And there's just so much information on the cards that it's really hard to figure out what you've done, what you have, and what you need to do.
Yes.
So...
there's a lot to get lost in.
Yes.
One thing that I kind of dislike is the fact that they went through all the trouble of making a game so pocket portable and didn't use any of that for making the game interesting in terms of a theme. It's your generic build towers, inns, barracks, walls type of thing.
Yeah.
Instead of building all those things, but maybe stuff out of your pockets.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
Like a lint mill or a button factory or a tower made out of breath mints.
Oh, yeah.
Those type of cute things. The mint games, the tin mint games are a good example of taking something that's small and portable and making it memorable. This I find forgettable.
Yeah.
Because it's so bland in terms of the theme they used.
Agreed. So I think that kind of covers a lot of what we don't like about the game.
Sadly.
Sadly. So let's talk about who this is for.
Someone who is really into heavy games and needs something super portable. Now, keep in mind, wherever you end up playing this, you're still going to need some serious table space.
Yeah, don't take this to a cafe and play on one of those tiny little round tables that barely fits 2 cups of coffee.
Yeah, it's going to fall right off.
Yeah, it's not going to work there. So as much as this game is portable, you still need real estate.
Yes.
So yeah, would not recommend this for any new players or casual gamers unless you have an experienced gamer wanting to teach a casual gamer and that casual gamer wanting to learn. You kind of need both.
But I will say that skill does play a big factor in this. So if you even have that situation, the experienced player is going to probably just trounce the casual gamer.
You'd have to go in knowing that this is going to be imbalanced for the 2 players, not the game being imbalanced, but between the 2 players, but it being a learning experience.
Yes.
All right, let's go over our ratings.
So for our ratings, we each have 1d6 worth of ratings to have. 1 is low, 6 is high. We give a number, a reason why, add them together, and see what it rolled for us. Sarah, what did Pocket Master Builder roll for you?
I actually give it a 2, and I don't give it a 1 only because I do have a lot of respect for what the designer tried to do with this game, making a heavy game with a few components, and they succeeded with that. There's just a lot of other places this game just completely falls apart for me. The skill level difference, everything we've talked about with the poor rules and just the cognitive overload and everything, that's what really just brings it down for me.
I thought I was going to rate it lower than you, but I'm also giving it a 2. Yeah, the construction and mechanism of the game itself is solid.
Yeah.
This is not a bad game. Where it fails is pretty much in its own portability. A game that has a little bit more to it will have the ability to have markers to show ownership or reminders to tell you what you have to control. There's so much information that goes into this game that's just really hard and inaccessible that you're just going to struggle throughout. Now, the plus side is there is a very low cost to entry to even try this. So if you want to see something that's very ambitious but just kind of falls short, I think Pocket Master Builder is kind of that thing.
Agreed.
But sadly, 4 out of 12, nothing we'd recommend going out of your way to get. Interesting experience.
Yes.
And experiment.
Yeah. This is one of those things that with us being designers, this was a great experience to learn from as a designer, not just in what not to do, but there's actually some really great ideas in here and things that could really be developed into the next level. And I think that's what this game really lacked, was more development. So making a Pocket Master Builder version 2.0, I think a lot could be made better and not necessarily bigger, or maybe just slightly bigger.
Yeah.
Like you said, just having a different marker for building versus worker would have gone a long way in making the information parsing easier.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a Pocket Master Builder 2, the other Pocket, be a thing, and also, do more with the theme.
Yes. Yeah, agreed.
So there you have it, 4 out of 12. That'll do it for us. And Sarah, there's a wall at the top of this thing.
Yes, there is.
What do you think they're protecting everybody from?
I don't know.
I think it's from the Hadrians.
Oh, dear.
From Hadrian's Wall.
Maybe they both suffer from Picts.
Yes. They have competing walls. But that'll do it for you, for us. And we've been Rolling with Reviews. And remember, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can reach out to us on the various social media platforms at
Rolling with 2, that's TWO. We are on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And on YouTube, please like and subscribe.
And if you have time, check out the other content Nanaman has found for you, because remember, he's rolling with you.